Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you first things to do after setup on your Redmi Note 15 Pro Plus 5G. So first, what you want to do is we want to connect to Wi-Fi. As you guys can see, I'm not connected to any network, so let's go over, select Wi-Fi, and it's already enabled. Let me quickly lower the brightness for you so you guys can see everything. I'm gonna choose this network, and of course we're simply gonna enter the password, click connect, and as you guys can see, soon we should have our network. So what are we gonna do next is we're gonna add a Google account. So to make this process faster, we need to do it through the Play Store. Here we click on sign in, and after we click sign in, we need to go over and enter our email and a password. So if your Play Store crashes, for an example, sometimes it does crash randomly. If it crashes randomly, then you should just redo the entire process. It is normal that it's crashing. There's a glitch in the Play Store itself. It's not the only device that can be doing this. So now we are simply going to enter the password, and I'll see you guys once I enter it. Now select who will be using this device, and I will choose that I will be using it. Let's click next, and here let's click I agree. Now as you guys can see, it's getting the account info. We need to accept the Google services, which is, let's say, a backup, the privacy policy, and etc. And now we are waiting for it. So as you guys can see, we want to click on accept and make sure that this switch is enabled. Let's hit accept, and as you guys can see, it crashed. So we should just open the Play Store. As you guys can see, if it keeps on crashing, if it crashes now, it didn't crash, but as you guys can see, we are in the Play Store, and sometimes it may happen during the setup and you'll have to redo it again. So it's normal. Let's click on our avatar now. Since we added our account, we're gonna click my apps in the games, and here we have 50 updates available. So we want to update those apps. Click on update all, and now we're gonna let it update in the background. What are we gonna do in the meantime is set up screen locks, so fingerprints, face, and etc. Of course, we're gonna go over to the settings, and I'll show you where to do that. Go to fingerprints, face data, and screen lock. Select the screen lock first, and I'm gonna create a pin. And make sure that you remember your password. This is what it's all about. If you forget it, you'll have to reset your device. And now we want to enter the password. So I'll enter 1234. Not a safe password. Wouldn't recommend setting it, but I will set it up just to be quicker. Now the device will ask us if we want to add a fingerprint. So click on add, and of course we're gonna click got it. Now here we have our fingerprint scanner, and we want to press and I'll lift it after we feel a vibration. So as you guys can see, we are getting every single angle. Now we have added our fingerprint, and make sure that we can use fingerprints for lock screen. So now we can unlock our phone with a fingerprint. Now let's move on to the face, and the face is really easy. All we do is first enter the password that we have created, click on start, and of course we have to look into the camera. So let me quickly bring the phone up. And it's finally added. So let's click done and make sure that we can make sure that we have selected unlock using face data. Now once that's done, what are we going to do is we're simply going to go over and set up the Google Wallet. So sometimes it is installed, sometimes it isn't, and what are we going to do is we're going to go over and open Play Store again. Here we have to click on use password or use biometrics, depending if you want someone else to buy something on your behalf. I'll choose the biometrics here. Of course we're going to confirm it with our fingerprint. I'll click no thanks here, and we're gonna see if the Google Wallet is here. If not, then we should install it. Sometimes it is installed from your previous device connected to the Google account, but now we're gonna let it download, and I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. It's finally done. We've been also waiting for the 50 apps to download. We're gonna click open now, and here what we need to do is click continue as your account. Of course you can add another account here, But now we're gonna simply allow Google Wallet to send us notifications. As you guys can see, we got the card that we can set up. We got a lot of loyalty programs here. Every single one is mine. And we can click on a plus button. Here we can add a payment card, transit pass, loyalty card, a gift card, or we can scan a barcode or a QR code to create a digital pass. Now, of course, normal person would click payment card, but not everybody will click a photo, for example. So that's why I'm going to show the payment card. As you guys can see, we have the cards that are already saved in the wallet, or we can click on new credit or debit card, and here we will be able to add it. So we can add the card by scanning it with the camera, or we can enter it manually. Here we got the card number, and I'm going to create one right now. It will be invalid, but that's basically how it works. You just get everything here, and if you miss an option to simply scan the card, then you will have to leave and then click again. Here, after confirming everything, your card will be right up here where I have an option to set up the MasterCard. And what are we going to do next after basically setting up the Google Wallet is making sure that it works just fine. So you need to go over to the settings. Now in these settings, you guys want to go down to more connectivity options and now click on NFC. Here we want to make sure that NFC is enabled and that our payment default is set up to Google Pay. Now we are fully ready to make our first purchase with a new phone. Now what are we going to do next is we're going to talk about the battery. So this is very important because our battery, it's just built to last, but we can also make it better by scrolling down here. Now we have something like a current mode, so we got performance, which will get the best of your device, but it will cost you the battery percentage. Battery saver and ultra battery saver are self-explanatory. They will save your battery as much as they can. Here we have battery checkup, so we can enable dark mode from here. We can clear memory 10 minutes after locking the device, turn off location services, haptic feedback, and etc. Now we have added 20 minutes. So we're going to go to charging options, and if you have the wired charging mode, you might want to change it from, let's say if you have a top speed, you can change it to standard. It will be standard by default. So if you really want to get the fastest charge, you can use the top speed, of course, but it will be worse for your battery because you're heating up the battery, so it can charge faster. So I wouldn't recommend using it that much. Battery protection is basically telling you your battery infos, for example, like what is your health, cycles, when was your first use, and here we have the charging protection. Now this is the part that's interesting. I would recommend setting it up to smart charging, so it will charge to 80% only, but when it can, and when it's sure that it can charge to 100, it will charge to 100. So for example, when you're sleeping, and that's very important. The best setting out here, I would recommend just setting it here, or battery protection. So this will basically charge to 80% and charge fully only when scheduled. So smart charging and battery protection are good. I'm using smart charging. Now here in additional features, we have something called clear cache when the device is locked. You have it set to 10 minutes. Now if you set it to 1 minute, then it will basically be better for your phone and for battery health. Here we have cold endurance mode, so it will limit the device performance to extend battery life in cold environments. Make sure to enable it. And auto power on, power off best setting. For example, 11:30 p.m. the phone is turning off, and it will turn on at 6 a.m. So there's 6.5 hours of your battery not used completely. This is the best setting. And of course, at the bottom we just have the battery usage, so we can limit the apps from the background. We can restrict background apps, and now the Google Play Store won't run in the background. That's also a good feature. As a last resort, you guys want to make sure that you update your software, so go to About Phone and tap on the HyperOS. Now as you guys can see, it is checking for the latest version, and it says an update is available. So here we can download the update, and now once it's downloaded, it will restart your phone and everything will work just fine. So that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.